Well, the battles are still continuing here in Tripoli this morning. As you can no doubt hear the explosions behind me, the gunfire is continuing around the city. Some of our team have been out to the Bab al-Azizia complex, Gaddafi's compound, where it's rumoured that he's still hiding out, and where Saif al-Islam apparently met journalists. Well, there's fighting continuing around there, and in fact, rebel fighters are trying to encircle that compound, and looks like they're either preparing to wait it out around there or launch some kind of assault on that. So things still very violent, very chaotic in the capital.
Catherine, we had been getting reports that the rebels indeed still had about 80%, the majority of the capital. Can you confirm that?
But it's very difficult to verify any kind of claims over the globality of who controls how much of the capital, who controls where. Things vary very much from one neighbourhood to another. It's very chaotic, very unstable scenes. On every street corner there are people, armed men, lots of them residents of the neighbourhood who are there. There's men driving around in pickup trucks, exchanges of fire. I think any kind of claims about percentage are very difficult to verify. Certainly there are neighbourhoods where the fighting is more intense than others. Things change hands very quickly. I think we should be very cautious about talking about percentages. It's a battle situation that's continuing.
Catherine, tell us a bit about the civilian cost of this fighting in the capital. We saw some images not long ago of the only working hospital inundated with wounded, many women and children among them.
Well, absolutely. There are people being injured all the time. Unsurprising with the amount of fighting that's going on here. A lot of people extremely, very, very much afraid in Tripoli at the moment, staying behind closed doors, the doors and windows closed, others venturing out onto the streets armed, as I say, to try and defend themselves. There are people really driving around very fast in pickup trucks. We've seen families also trying to flee the violence that's going on here. For the people of Tripoli, and this is, they're used to, they've seen violence before, but this is really an intense situation for them.
Catherine, what about Gaddafi's son's call for civilians to pick up their arms and defend his father and their troops? Have you seen anything like that?
Well, at the moment, the battle is continuing. It seems to be some Gaddafi loyalists, seems to be scattered gunmen. There's no kind of mass movement by Gaddafi civilians that we've seen so far in any case. But the call by Saif al-Islam there, well, that will no doubt galvanise those who are still loyal to the Gaddafi regime, could even perhaps sway those who are undecided in this period of instability. People are afraid. They want to be seen as being on the winning side, really, because the consequences for them for coming out and showing support to one side could be obviously very serious indeed. So in terms of morale, in terms of persuasion, it could be an important development, could also be a last-ditch attempt by this regime to try and rally their troops.